Is it that time again? Of course it is. It's time for another Football Manager 2023 experiment. Jayhuahua here, and today it's all about attack versus defence. Best way to win a game? Score more goals. Best way not to lose a game? Do not concede. Well, today I am putting it to the test. What's better? A world-class attack or a world-class defence? Let me show you what I mean. So here we go. This is the shortlist. We have 4 defenders. Defender centre-back 1, defender centre-back 2, defender full-back 1, and defender full-back 2. They are all 20 out of 20 on everything. Their attributes are frozen. They are all 16, and they are all locked at Eastleigh for 22 years. Then they're going to go to PSG for £50 million. Now, on the other side of things, we have Woking, who have a central attacking midfielder, 2 wingers, and a centre forward. So essentially, we have the front 4 versus the back 4. Who's going to prevail? Who's going to do better? I imagine they're both going to rocket up the leagues, to be fair. And if the AI feels like it, they can move some of these players around. They've got perfect hidden attributes. They've got 20 for adaptability and versatility. So they could be retrained in different positions and thrive elsewhere. Will that happen? Who knows? I've not even checked this yet. It could be an absolute disaster. So the Vanarama National League, as I said, we have Eastleigh and Woking. If we look at the season preview, Eastleigh and Woking are the favourites to go up. Now, of course, all 4 defenders for Eastleigh are in. Understandable. Because it's a standard 4-4-2, and I've put Woking's players as just attacking midfielders, and they can't play in midfield. They're not there. So we've got centre forward is the only one who's made it in from Woking. Change your Media Dream 11, Vanarama National League. Change your formation. 4-4-2. Right. Anyway, they're the top 2. They're the favourites to go up. Woking far exceed Eastleigh, even though they've both got 4 players that are perfect. Or will manager favours attack then? 1-0 to Woking early doors. Who will go up though? Let's find out. They've both gone up. They're both in Sky Bet League 2. What I did forget to mention, guys, is the 4 defenders are Welsh and the 4 attackers are Northern Irish. This follows on from the Great Britain experiment we did, where Northern Ireland, Wales and Scotland both had max youth ratings. Scotland did the best, so then I did a little experiment where I gave them some money. Already out on the channel. Go and check it out if you haven't already. Because Northern Ireland and Wales, spoiler for that Great Britain experiment, because they did worse, they've got this. I know what you're thinking. How kind. Well, I didn't want it all to be English because I just didn't want England to dominate. I wanted to give 2 nations that might not traditionally qualify for the major tournaments to see if they will. I'm sure they will qualify for the major tournaments, but how far will they go? It's an international and domestic sort of experiment, essentially. So from this screen, we can see they've basically scored a goal a game, the attackers. The defenders have done pretty well. 1 in 5 for centre-back 2. Must be going up for corners or something. But I'm going to go and look at the Vanarama National. So Woking lost twice. They scored 191 goals with a goal difference of 165. They only conceded 26, which is phenomenal, really, considering I've done nothing to their defence. They lost twice. They lost to Eastleigh, fair play Eastleigh, and Wellston. Eastleigh, on the other hand, lost to Yeovil, Woking and Bromley. So they beat each other once. Eastleigh did draw a few more games, but they did go, well, I say go up at a canter. They did finish second on 117 points, which is unfortunate, really. But then they did win the playoffs. Oldham finishing 3rd. That's nice to see. If you don't know, it's because I'm Oldham on our long career save currently on the channel. As the time of recording, we are currently doing all right in League One. Yeah, we've a few seasons in, making that push. None of them have been capped as yet. I'm sure they will be. Let's have a quick look at Woking and see their formation. Tactics. Yeah, so as you'd expect, they've got those 4 in, the first names on the team sheet. Have they? Where's the rest of their team? They've released 6 players and 2 players last season. A few players have gone recently. Woking literally have 11 players. 2 of them goalkeepers. They've got a few players in the under-21s. The attackers are probably enough to take them up out of League 2, realistically. So it's not really a cause for concern. Have a look at Eastleigh then. Again, what? D'Amico Dehaney? We've got him with Oldham. He's just gone for free. Fair play. That's thrown me. So why have they got so few players? Again, the 4 defenders are the 4 names on the team sheet. Baffling. Again, as I say, the defensive team of Eastleigh, they should be able to go up. So we're going to jump through. We're not going to go every single season. We're going to jump through 3 years now because I want to... We've got 22 years to cover, and I'm probably going to cover maybe a little spell after as well because I've simmed forward even further because they're getting a bit of an influx of money from PSG for the players. And hopefully competition prize money and stuff will have helped elevate them. So let's see if they can maintain once the players leave. Before we do jump through 3 years though, if you do like this kind of thing, please do drop a like on the video. It really does help the algorithm and it helps the channel because it pushes the video out to more people. And if you've come here because it's been pushed to you and you've clicked on it, why not give me a subscribe at the same time as well, making that big push for 1,000 subscribers. But an absolutely insane January where my channel has grown massively from where it was. So let's keep that going. Give me a subscribe, drop a like on it. Let me know as well, any comments down below, any ideas that you've got for further experiments. I do make this request in a few of my other videos. If you have made a request in the past, that is coming, trust me. And any new requests, let me know. See you in 3 years. Woking and Eastleigh have gone up automatically this time because 3 teams go up automatically from League 2. And as you can see, Woking have had a perfect season of 46 games, 46 wins. 138 points, the maximum available, 188 goals for. They lost 2 games in the Vanarama National League. One of them was against Eastleigh, to be fair. Obviously, Woking have beaten Eastleigh both times this time. 4-3 here, as you can see, which is surprising considering that Eastleigh have got the perfect defence. Again, Eastleigh at a canter have come second place. They are playing second fiddle to Woking. So straight away, they're going straight up. So let's have a look at League 1. And again, same thing. Woking and Eastleigh going up as the top 2. Hands down the best 2 teams in the league. Eastleigh actually doing better in League 1 than they did in League 2, losing less games. They did beat Woking again to stop Woking having that perfect season once again. Woking and Eastleigh once again get promoted. So Woking have won the league every single time. Eastleigh have come second every single time. This time they did lose more games. Eastleigh did 7 in total, twice to Nottingham Forest, who did come third. Brighton went up via the playoffs. And the current season of the Premier League, we've got Woking and Eastleigh who are rocking and rolling there. They're all getting capped considerably as well. Oh, Northern Ireland. The attackers are on international duty with Northern Ireland. It's the summer of 2026. The World Cup's going on. The Welsh players are not on international duty. Oh, they've got to the World Cup semi-final. They're in the 3rd place playoff against Italy. So Northern Ireland did not make it to the Euros for 2024. Obviously because the players weren't playing. This is where they've started to play. You can see it, can't you? The demolition of some of these teams. And they've taken them through to the World Cup, only losing to France on the way there. They're beating South Korea 8-0. Centre forward, 32 goals in 23 caps. Absolute scenes. Wage £200 a week. Why has he had a pay cut? They all had I put them on £1,000 a week. He had a pay cut. Doesn't say he's got a future transfer going through. Oh yeah, there we go. It's coming up. So it's not coming up here. How's he had a pay cut? It says here he's on £1,000 a week as well. Look, his sister all on £200 a week. Whatever. Wales then, did they get to the... Ralph Hasenhüttl. Why is it Ralph Hasenhüttl getting international jobs in these experiments? He's normally got the England job by now. They did get to the World Cup. They lost to Denmark 3-1 in extra time. The defend... Let's have a look at this. Three goals in this game for the defenders. And they're all playing it in defence. Look at this, getting yellow cards early doors. Bang. Let them know you're there. So Woking won the Papa John's Trophy twice. 22-23. They didn't win it. Oh, it's the FA Trophy that they're winning in the Vanarama National. Yeah, they won that. Fine. They got to the quarter-final of the FA Cup, losing to Man City in that first season. FA Cup. Past winners. So none of our teams have got there, but West Ham have just won the most recent FA Cup against Arsenal. The Carabao Cup. Woking have won a Carabao Cup from 24-25. From League One. They won the Carabao Cup as a League One team. And as a Championship team, they've just won the Conference League. Well, it's safe to say that the attackers are hands down doing so much better than the defenders, aren't they? It's 2026. They got to the Premier League at the first time of asking. Like, they've literally just back-to-back promotions. I'm pretty confident that they'll stay up. I'm going to jump through to 2030, 4 more years. So we'll be at another international tournament. We'll have done another Euros. See how they're doing in the Premier League. See what they've been up to. And yeah, see you in 4 years. So I've just jumped in here. And I'm looking at the Premier League. And Woking have won it last 3 years in a row. The first season, Woking came second, actually losing some games as well. Actually losing a few games. Eastleigh, on the other hand, only got Europa League football by finishing 6th. Following season, Woking won it, and Eastleigh down in 10th. Woking only lost 1 game all season to Arsenal 3-2. 107 goals for. Again, the defensive record is pretty decent. They must have bought some good players. Let's have a look at the squad. Front ability. Here we go. You've got why have I picked him? You've got a really good defender here. Sonchev. Kumbula. They've spent big here. £144 million without even selling a single player. Abel Ruiz from Inter Milan. Why have they bought him? Genuinely, why have they bought him? They've literally got perfect players to play up front. Has he even played for them? He's came in, played 13 games after a £61 million move. Scored twice. He's been on loan at Milan. And he's gone to Milan. He's out. Ta-ta. He's good left back. He's now playing for Atletico Madrid and still he's not here. Anyway, the point is they've made some decent signs. Look at this. They've got a really good squad. And of course, they've managed to keep... they've managed to invest a lot with all their prize money simply because their perfect players are on sod all. Nico Schlotterbeck, he's a good player. Had him with Dortmund. Yes, then Woking won a 99 points again. This time Eastleigh coming in 9th. And then Eastleigh coming in 5th, getting Champions League football, while Woking got the 100-point barrier. So, of course, as you can see, the attack is so much better than the defence. Because they win games for you. That's the top and bottom of it. If you concede 3, the attack's probably good enough to go and score 4. And that's as simple as it is. Wales, have they won any international tournaments? Espirito Santos is the manager. Oh my God, they came runner-up in the Euros. For God's sake. They come run-up in the Euros in 2024. Losing to France in the final. Fair enough. Italy won the Euros in 2028. Peter Stoger is still the manager of Northern Ireland. They are 5th ranked in the world, and they have just been eliminated in the quarter-final to France, 1-0 after extra time. And as you can see, Woking have won a Champions League in 27-28, and they came runner-up the following season, losing to Barcelona in the final. Didn't make it to the final last season. PSG versus Man City. The Europa League, nope. Nothing in Europe for Eastleigh. 2 FA Cups for Woking as well. 27-28 and 29-30. Woking versus Eastleigh in the final at Wembley. 3-0. Of course, it was centre forward, winger 1 who got 2. The experiment feels like it's pretty much come to its natural sort of conclusion, even though we are only at their age of 24. I'm going to jump straight through to 2044 now, when they are ending their career, or going to PSG, should I say, ending their careers. Seeing how they've got on in the meantime, I think Woking will have just cleaned up. But will have Eastleigh have closed that gap and become a force to be reckoned with? Will Eastleigh have won anything? And also, who's won Ballon d'Ors? That's what we're going to be checking out. Let's jump forward to 2044. They're all still here, and they're all at PSG. PSG have got an absolute superstar team then. For as long as these guys keep playing. They're all 38. Of course, they're all still perfect, apart from Bravery's gone down on a couple through the odd injury. So the English Premier Division, well, Woking have absolutely won it by a canter for, well, since 27-28. They've won it for the last 17 years. Eastleigh have come runner-up, though, for 9 years in a row, except for last season. Where did they come last season, then? 5th. Eastleigh came 5th, but it was just Eastleigh and Woking who were superstars. Darren Sarll, how long has he been manager? Darren Sarll has been manager for the entire time. He has had an absolute field day. Like, look at this. He's won Champions League Super Cups. He's won 67 cup wins, 21 league wins. He's only been going 22 years. Well, this is the 22nd year. He's won the league every year, right? No, sorry. No, they did not win the Premier League once. They came second the first time of asking. He's going to be a club legend, arguably. Like, look, the only legend is Darren Sarll. The other players are just icons. That is sickening, isn't it? Absolutely sickening. They've won 12 Champions Leagues. Eastleigh have won a Champions League, though. Eastleigh won it in 23-34, and they've come runner-up a couple of times. Actually coming runner-up, losing to Liverpool. No less. Europa League, then. Eastleigh came runner-up to Chelsea, 32-33. So Eastleigh haven't won a Europa League. I don't think they've ever been down as far as the Conference League. The FA Cup, Eastleigh and Woking have shared it out, mainly for Woking, to be fair. But Eastleigh have beaten Woking in the final 2 out of 3 times. Coventry City making the final here. 4th in the Premier Division. Have they had a tycoon? They've not had a tycoon takeover. Fair play. Conor Gallagher in charge of Coventry City. FA Cup winners. FA Cup runners-up. Not even FA Cup winners, sorry. Runners-up. Carabao. Yeah, Eastleigh have won a couple, and Woking have just won loads as well. Well, World Golden Ball. So Winger 1 and Winger 2 have basically won them all, and in central attacking midfielders won it. So centre forwards never won the Golden Ball. Player of the Year. Yeah, same thing. Winger 1 and Winger 2, main club. But centre forward, his career stats. I'm in the way. Let me move to the left. 586 goals in 830 games. Let's go back. Let's just go to the shortlist. All-time goals. So Winger 2's got 655. And as you can see here, central attacking midfielder has actually moved backwards into centre-back. He can play all across the middle. Winger 2 can play all across midfield and all across the attacking, and same as Winger 1. Centre forward has been moved into the attacking midfield playmaker role, whereas the defence, the full-backs can play centre-back now, but the centre-backs have just stayed playing centre-back. Absolutely baffling. Well, internationally then. Northern Ireland are 10th in the world. Thiago Motta is in charge. Northern Ireland have won 2 European Championships. Fair play to them. And in terms of World Cups, nothing for France or Northern Ireland, although 3rd for Northern Ireland here in 2034. Poland have won the most recent one. Well, there you go. Right, Eastleigh and Woking have basically dominated for a lot of years now. So Eastleigh have got £118 million. Scaloni's their manager. They've got a lot of good players. Look at this. Dujardin, 194 current ability. Eastleigh have got a killer team, really. As will Woking have. 350 million in the bank for Woking. Of course, all that prize money. Senior squad. Again, they've got a great team as well. So I'm going to jump forward. Well, where did I sim to? We got to 2063. We got to 2063, so that's where we're going. We're going to 2063 just to see, firstly, PSG, the 45, 46 and 47. They won the Champions League 3 years in a row. 60 games for PSG, so 44, 45, 46. So for 2 years they were at PSG. He was anyway. Winger 1. He played for 4 more years. Centre forward played for 4 more years as well. Centre attacking mid also played for 4 more years. So no wonder PSG managed to keep it going. Woking are currently £40 million in the hole. Chris Bennett is in charge. Managers. Oh, here we go. Darren Saul. Darren Saul was sacked. This is what annoys me about Football Manager, right? Okay, I don't think Darren Saul is the best manager in the world. I've never heard of him. Sorry, Woking fans. Sorry, Darren, if you're watching. I doubt you're watching. But I've given you the best attacking lineup the world has ever seen. And that has carried you to glory. I don't think Darren's going to guide Woking to back-to-back promotions to the point where in 22 years, he wins 21 leagues. 17 of them or whatever is the Premier League and 12 Champions Leagues. I don't think Darren's going to do that. If he does do that, I will hold my hands up and apologise. But because he's done that, give him a bit of leeway, right? Give him a bit of grace period. They've chopped and changed. Vinnie Comp's been in charge for 4 years. Still won a few trophies. Not won the league though. No leagues since Darren left. So, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? But, here we go. We're looking at past winners. And look who's popped up. Who's put 50p in Eastleigh? Since they all left, Eastleigh have won 4 Premier Leagues. So, no league wins for Lee Bradbury. He retired from management in 2043. Thomas Tuchel was sacked. Scaloni was sacked. Michael Carrick was there for just over 4 years, sacked. Taylor Harwood-Bellis was sacked. 4 years later, after Jacob Hadjek left the role, Taylor Harwood-Bellis came back and then resigned. And then 5 years ago, Gareth Eadie came in. He's got 2 league wins and 3 cup wins. Go on, Gareth. So Eastleigh have got 2 Champions Leagues to their name as well. 2057-58 was the most recent time. This is where the perfect team went to PSG. As you can see, understandably, they've won the leagues. Woking have... Well, what have Woking been up to? Let's have a look at how Woking have done since. Domestic leagues. So 44 was when they left. They left here, they won it. Then they came third. Then they won it the following season. So they did win it without the superstars, but then 8th, 11th. Oh, I can see why he was sacked. I can see why he was sacked. Sorry, Darren. 11th isn't good enough, mate. 2nd, 3rd, 12th. Oh dear, and they've been up and down. They've become a team that's mid-table that on occasion will push and grab a European spot. You've got a cheeky 4th here for Champions League football. The year Eastleigh won it. But every other year, it's mid-table and 6th and 8th and 7th. So, disappointing since they lost the players. Competitions. And as you can see, Eastleigh, since the players left in 2044, they came 5th that final season. Then they came 2nd, 9th, 2nd. And then a couple of wins there, a couple of wins there, a couple of seconds, 3rd, 2nd. They've been top of the pile or up there or thereabouts. Sheffield Wednesday won the most recent FA Cup. Eastleigh have won a couple of FA Cups as well. But again, Woking, 46-47, they did beat Man City in the final. Apart from that, nothing without their superstars. Carabao, Eastleigh have won it. Woking did win it in 48-49, to be fair. But that's it. It's been an interesting experiment. Idowu completes Woking move. How good's he? 13.25 million from Liverpool. 67 grand a week. He's not very good, is he? Not very good. Sorry, Daniel. So anyway, that's the end of the experiment. I'm going to leave you now, guys. If you've not subscribed already, please do. Like the video. Let me know what you thought of this below. And let me know what you'd like to see. If you haven't been here before, and this is the first time you've seen my channel, welcome along. Like I say, subscribe. But go and look at some of the other videos as well. Go and see some of the other experiments and the Let's Play with Oldham. It's a lot of fun. Lots of fun with FM22 as well. But if you want to stick with the FM23 content, there's lots there. There's lots more coming. Take care, and I will see you soon.